Hey everyone! Welcome to day 2 of Halloweek. So technically, I'm not doing like a full costume this year. I guess I did the dog costume yesterday, but I'm not doing like a full-on like DIYing the whole thing. I think today is the closest that I'm getting to like a costume, I guess. But yeah, today I'm going to show you how to take a wig like this and add fairy lights into it so that it works like this. So the idea behind this costume that I wanted to do was basically like a thunderstorm, I guess. I thought that the hair, the big nice fluffy gray wig kind of would be like the clouds, and then the lights all in the hair would be lightning, and then I'm gonna pair it with like a blue fringy dress and rain boots. I thought it would be a cute little take on a thunderstorm. I'm gonna show you how to make the wig today, so let's get started. You'll need a wig, LED fairy lights. Preferably you can find one with a smaller battery pack than I have here. The lights that I got came with a remote though, which is really handy for turning it on and off, especially if you're actually wearing the wig at the time. And then also like changing the blink style, because this one has a bunch of different modes. And if you really wanted, you could probably purchase LED fairy lights that change color. If you're interested in the ones that I'm using in this project, there will be an affiliate link for them down below, along with the wig that I'm using. You'll also need a needle with matching thread. I'm just using white thread because that's the closest that I have. And then you'll also need hair ties and or clips. So with wigs, they have strips of, it looks like ribbon with tracts of hair running across attached to them. To sew the lights on, it's easier to work between the tracts of hair. With this particular wig, it's styled with basically one cowlick at the top. So I gathered a top section, tied it up to keep it out of the way, and then from here, I simply just started stitching the lights down along the tracts of hair. Now, I'm using lights that are pretty long, so I decided to double up the lights for the first couple of layers. But looking back, I wish that I hadn't doubled them up, or just doubled up on only one layer. In the end, I wish I had more lights towards the end of the sewing, but it's not that big of a deal and you'll see later. Anyway, once you come around to the start, pull up the next section of hair and secure it. Then work your way around with the lights again, stitching them in place along the tracks. I went like every 2 or 3 tracks. If I was using a wig that had a part instead of a cowlick thing, I would probably start towards the front and then work in a U shape, going parallel to the part, then rounding the corner at the end of the part, and then going parallel to the other side of the part, and then just work from there. So just keep repeating this process. So when I got to about the widest part of the wig, I decided I wanted to make some of the lights dangling down a bit so they'd actually look like the points of light were hanging down in the hair. So to get this effect, I went a few inches in, stitched in that spot, and then I bent the wire down a couple inches. The amount that you want to do depends on the length of your wig. And then back up, and then I stitched that side down as well. And then I repeated that all the way across. And then I repeated that a couple more times. This is the step where I wish that I had a tad more lights. Perhaps if I didn't double up on the first couple layers, I might have had just enough to get the full effect that I wanted. Ultimately, I didn't have enough of like the dangly looking lights towards the front. I kind of wish there was more of an impact there, but the back still looks good, so that's good at least. Anyway, continue stitching the lights in place until you get to the end of the lights and or the bottom of the wig. Here, you'll want to test fit the wig. Ideally, you'll be able to slip the battery pack of lights up under the wig and wear it like that. The pack that I have for the lights that I got is a little bit big, but it actually ended up fitting pretty nicely for me once I shoved it up under the wig. And since it's such a nice big fluffy wig, it's not noticeable when I'm wearing it. The battery pack on mine also has a hole on one side, so I ended up stitching it into the wig just to really help keep it in place. Some of you may not be so lucky, it might not fit, or even if it does fit, it might stick out awkwardly with the kind of wig that you're using, and if that's the case, then you might want to sew like a pocket or something into your costume, whether it be like on the inside of it or whatever, that you can slip the battery pack into while you're wearing the wig. You can cover any stray lights with a little bit of electrical tape, and the wig is done. So as I mentioned in the beginning, my thought for this would be to pair it with a fringy blue dress and be a thunderstorm. I also wanted to pick up some yellow rain boots to complete the look, but I couldn't get my hands on any in time, so I'm wearing my normal rain boots here. Some kind of duck boot-esque kind of things. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of other costumes that you could pair this lit wig with though. What would you guys do? I feel like it would go well with anything ethereal, maybe fairies, nymphs, stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. You can follow me on all of my social media, which will be linked down below. If you have any questions or suggestions for future Halloweek videos for next year, then please leave a comment down below. Thank you so much to my patrons for helping me produce this series. If you are interested in becoming a patron or learning about what Patreon is, I'll leave a link to mine right up here and you can go check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.